I'm working on two research projects at the moment. The first one, the handbook, is a British Academy supported project which looks at the role of the hand in the history of design and in design history. And one of the things I'm doing to find out about hands in those contexts is to actually handle objects. That's surprisingly unusual in some areas of academic research. One of the things I want to do to share my research is to encourage other people to handle the objects that I've handled. So object handling is part of my research, and it's going to be part of my impact, part of my way of taking what I've discovered to a public. And I'll be organising workshops in the museums and archives that form the context for my research with members of the general public, perhaps other groups, more focused groups, we'll see. So the next year is about researching and writing, and then the year after that for the British Academy project has impact activities built into it. One of the most important places for my research is the Victoria and Albert Museum, and so I'm going to be getting in touch with the education department there and hoping to stage some workshops there the following year. Another place that I've been researching at is the Cooper Hewitt National Design Archive in the US. I'm planning to go to Fondation Le Corbusier as well in Paris to look at some of the archival materials there. So it is an international project. I'm also staying local as well. There's the Museum of Computing at Bletchley Park. I will be examining the mice there, and there's a good collection of tools at St Albans City Museum and Art Gallery as well. The workshops that I envisage will be about encouraging visitors to reflect on what they can learn through looking and reading, and what extra things they can learn through actually handling. So in design history we have this very notable case of a leading design historian and American studies scholar who had assumed that a myth about a particular clock was correct, that it was weighted with a plug of metal in the base, but one day decided to investigate and found that this wasn't true. That's the kind of knowledge that can only be gained from handling. And in fact, he was able then to kind of deconstruct an entire mythology that had built up around the clock and its manufacture and its quality and so on. So with members of the general public attending these workshops, we can do the same thing. We can distinguish between what we know from looking and reading and what we can learn from touching. So one of the hallmarks of really meaningful public engagement is that it feeds into your research. It's not an add-on. And the impact that you can have with the public has to then inform the way you approach your research, so that it becomes a virtuous cycle. Yes. And what